Heroism on command, senseless violence, and all the loathsome nonsense that goes by the name of patriotism, how passionately I hate them. Never lose a holy curiosity. The faster you go, the shorter you are. The unleashed power of the atom has changed everything save our modes of thinking, and we thus drift toward unparalleled catastrophe. Sometimes one pays most for the things one gets for nothing. We shall require a substantially new manner of thinking if mankind is to survive. True religion is real living, living with all one's soul, with all one's goodness and righteousness. Reading, after a certain age, diverts the mind too much from its creative pursuits. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. Small is the number of people who see with their eyes and think with their minds. Morality is of the highest importance, but for us, not for God. The grand aim of all science is to cover the greatest number of empirical facts by logical deduction from the smallest number of hypotheses or axioms. Science is a wonderful thing if one does not have to earn one's living at it. Solitude is painful when one is young, but delightful when one is more mature. Knowledge of what is does not open the door directly to what should be. There comes a time when the mind takes a higher plane of knowledge but can never prove how it got there. As far as I'm concerned, I prefer silent vice to ostentatious virtue. There is no logical way to the discovery of these elemental laws. There is only the way of intuition, which is helped by a feeling for the order lying behind the appearance. The attempt to combine wisdom and power has only rarely been successful, and then only for a short while. You ask me if I keep a notebook to record my great ideas. I've only ever had one. It gives me great pleasure indeed to see the stubbornness of an incorrigible nonconformist warmly acclaimed. It is only to the individual that a soul is given. The man of science is a poor philosopher. One may say the eternal mystery of the world is its comprehensibility. The release of atomic energy has not created a new problem. It has merely made more urgent the necessity of solving an existing one. I have just got a new theory of eternity. I love to travel, but hate to arrive. I used to go away for weeks in a state of confusion. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. I do not believe that civilization will be wiped out in a war fought with the atomic bomb. Perhaps 2/3 of the people of the earth will be killed. Let every man be respected as an individual and no man idolized. It is my conviction that killing under the cloak of war is nothing but an act of murder. The process of scientific discovery is, in effect, a continual flight from wonder. The road to perdition has ever been accompanied by lip service to an ideal. God always takes the simplest way. The most incomprehensible thing about the world is that it is comprehensible. It should be possible to explain the laws of physics to a barmaid. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. To the master's honor all must turn, each in its track, without a sound, forever tracing Newton's ground. I do not believe in the God of theology who rewards good and punishes evil. It stands to the everlasting credit of science that by acting on the human mind it has overcome man's insecurity before himself and before nature. I am a deeply religious non-believer. This is a somewhat new kind of religion. Human beings must have action, and they will make it if they cannot find it. God may be subtle, but he isn't plain mean. Too many of us look upon Americans as dollar chasers. This is a cruel libel, even if it is reiterated thoughtlessly by the Americans themselves. I cannot imagine a God who rewards and punishes the objects of his creation and is but a reflection of human frailty. One strength of the communist system of the East is that it has some of the character of a religion and inspires the emotions of a religion. There could be no fairer destiny for any physical theory than that it should point the way to a more comprehensive theory in which it lives on as a limiting case. Mozart's music is so pure and beautiful that I see it as a reflection of the inner beauty of the universe. All these primary impulses, not easily described in words, are the springs of man's actions. Most of the fundamental ideas of science are essentially simple, and may, as a rule, be expressed in a language comprehensible to everyone. As far as the laws of mathematics refer to reality, they are not certain, and as far as they are certain, they do not refer to reality. It was the experience of mystery, even if mixed with fear, that engendered religion. I shall never believe that God plays dice with the world. Isn't it strange that I who have written only unpopular books should be such a popular fellow?